I got a question for you guys. So Jacob DeGrom had his third rehab start, felt good, looked good. What are the Rangers going to do with him this year? Are they going to bring him up for a couple of starts end of the season just to get something under his belt, or do you just say forget it and shut him down and call it a season? Like, what do you do with DeGrom? Because do you want to waste bullets in September when you're not in it, or like what do you do?
I don't.
Do you need to see him?
Has he ever pitched in September? I don't know. Like, do you wait until next year and then use his bullets up in April and May when it doesn't matter? Like, I hate that I'm talking about Jacob DeGrom in this capacity, because when that dude is healthy, he's I would say the best pitcher in baseball. His talent is out of control.
Yeah, it's so good.
But like, he can't stay on the field. So I don't know. When do you use him? I don't know. Maybe you bring him up for a start and a starter too, like you said. But I mean, the Rangers are below 500. They're stinking it up. I don't know if you bring him up. I say you just let him rehab, let him stretch out in the minor leagues, and try again in spring training.
What do you think, Sean?
I don't know. I mean, bullets are bullets, right? I mean, if he's throwing in the minors, I mean, what is he? Minor work is what for him? I mean, it's not. He doesn't. Yeah. He's not working on pitches.
No,
he's
it's a warm up.
Right? He's not down there to learn how to work out of 3-1 counts. You know, I mean, like what other than just throwing pitches? Why is he down there? Like, so to me, if he's gonna throw, then you bring him up. Like, if he's good enough to get up there and throw, then he throws at the major league level. That's how I see it. Because unless you're shutting him down completely, pitching is pitching. Bullets are bullets. It's like, it's not like there's no wear and tear on the arm in the minors. Like, that's not how that works, right? So
right.
To me, with if he's ready to throw, he's ready to throw. If he's ready to face legitimate at bats in pitch, not just throw bullpens and whatnot, and ready to pitch, then he pitches at the major league level. That's how I see it. He's got nothing to prove. He's not working on anything. He's not working on pitches.
Yeah, I think there's two. Now
those three starts, he only went 2 innings, right? So like, he's not even like remotely stretched.
Yeah, no, he's just.
So that's fine. So yep. He's down there. But I'm saying like when you're asking, like, what do you do when he's ready? Do you leave him down there, or do you bring, like, to me, when he's ready, he comes up and pitches, whether you're out of it or not. To me, that's.
Yeah, I think there's two schools of thought with him. There's a school that says, you know, he's got more back up. He's proven he can throw. Okay, shut him down. Season's over. We don't need to see anything. Let's start thinking about next year. The other school of thought is bring him up, let him get 2 or 3 starts under his belt. Let's see what this team would actually look like healthy for September, and determine kind of where we need to take this thing this winter, heading into next year. You know, is this like a preview of next year, and do you use the next few weeks to get a sense of where you're at? I feel like a guy like him, you've got to bring him up and pitch him. You've got to see him. You've got to see him pitch. The fans need to see him back. I think that's a big deal to the fans, to show the fact that, hey, he's back. He's healthy. He looks good. Like, we're on the road. This wasn't our year, but, you know, come see us next year.
And I think he needs to pitch on a major league mound.
Yeah.
I think he needs to. As much as the fans need to see him, his teammates need to see him, he needs to see himself on a major league mound. I think that mentally and emotionally and all that, I think that goes a long way.
I mean, I also hate to say that money comes into it, but you're paying this guy $40 million a year to pitch in the minor leagues. I don't know if that sits well with me. That's me personally, but
yeah. I guess that's on the list. But it's not high up there. But
right, it's not the factor, but it's one of the factors. Like, hey, we got $40 million a year sitting in this guy, you know, pitching in the minors. Like, we need to get him up here. But at the same time, you can't rush him either, because then he'll just be right back down there on the shelf. So,
right.
Yeah, I do think it's important that he makes some starts and he's seen, and it's also for his confidence that the arm is good. There's also that mental component of, I think John Smoltz said it best, like, after the surgery, like, there's the fear of, am I going to get hurt again? Can I still do this? And it takes a few starts to get over the fact that, yeah, my arm's not going to fall off. I'm going to be okay. And this is a chance to kind of knock the rust off, let him do it now, go into the offseason feeling good and build for next year.
Yeah.